What is something you say to scammers instead of hanging up?
I used to get a lot of home security calls offering alarm systems and cameras. I would of course ask all the curious questions and then lead them to believe I was using the alarm system and cameras to keep people inside the house.
I ask them to confirm my information for security purposes. Breaks their script and they don't know what to say.
I tell them my name is Billy Madonna, and I drive a '93 Toyota Paseo. Then I start getting pissed when they tell me they actually can't give me an extended warranty on my car. I mean, why can't you? You called me, and the machine said I could get an extended warranty. That is false advertising. Let me speak with your supervisor. Edit. Awards? Well, thank you, kind strangers.
My dad used to get a lot of Viagra salesmen. So he pleads with them to stop sending free samples because he's too hard all the time and can't live his life.
I've put them on hold before. As if I'm working in a call center. Had a guy on hold for 5 or so minutes. It was quite ridiculous that he stayed on the line.
I take a deep breath and let out a continuous raspberry fart noise with your tongue, for as long as I can. When I stop to take a breath, I usually hear, hello. And then I take a big breath again and continue. No one has made it to 2 full raspberries before hanging up on me.
Oh, hang on, let me get the wife, husband, parent, appropriate decision-making figure, they'll be able to help you. Then just turn the microphone off and go about my day.
So, what is your password? Kjarathu. Big K, small Cyrillic Y, Polish EU, Icelandic F, Turkish dotless I. No bot will ever brute force this.
Just to let you know, by law I'm required to inform you that this is a premium phone line that will be billed directly to your provider. By calling here you agree to accept all charges. Something like that not only gets them to hang up, but they tend to stop calling me after that.
I give them a phone number 1 digit at a time and ask them to repeat it as a whole after each one. Then tell them they got it wrong when I'm done and start over.
Shouting in Arabic mostly get them pretty scared.
Heavily flirt.
When I'm not feeling creative, I just tell the truth. Scammer. You bought tech support from us last year. Me. No, I didn't. Scammer. Yes, you bought our tech support package. It's about to expire. Me. There isn't anything to expire. Etc. They're not supposed to hang up, so they try for a long time before finally giving up. I regard wasting their time as a minor public service.
I once saw caller ID, landline days, with a number that I figured was a telemarketer. In a tough voice, without saying hello, I asked, "Is he dead?" And about a beat and a half later I said, "Because if he ain't dead, don't you even think about coming back here." Then what sounded like a young woman on the other end said, bye. Hope she had as much fun telling her friends as I had telling mine.
Hi, sorry, this is my work line, so I don't take personal calls on here. Here's my home phone. Insert phone number of other known scammer, other prank call number here, call me there later and we can talk. Works better for texting-based scams, but would probably work for calls too.
I pretend to be the dumbest guy in the world. Them, you should update your home security. Me, like how? Them, a camera on the front door is a good street. Me, interrupts, front door? My front door is on the side of my house. How will that work? Do you have a side door camera? Them, yes sir, of course. We have many DIF. Me, interrupts again, phew. I have looked so long for a side front door camera salesman. You sir, are my savior. Are you married?
Hi, we have been trying to reach you about your car's warranty. That's great. What plans can you offer me on my 97 Geo Metro? I've only been in 6 wrecks. They usually just give up.
Are you touching yourself too?
Hi there, and thanks for calling Cardiff Aquarium. Please be aware your call may be recorded for training purposes.
Mr. Smashing Stuff, I'm calling about an accident you were involved in that wasn't your fault. Oh, it wasn't an accident, I meant to hurt those people. The pause you get before being immediately escalated to a manager is like crack to me.
Play along for as long as possible, just giving them fake details. You can tell the frustration slowly builds, but they're still trying to be all nice and helpful.
I whisper into the mic to make them turn the volume on their headsets up, then suddenly start yelling.
I sometimes try to sell them stuff. I once spent 45 minutes on a slow day at work trying to sell a 120 kilograms vibrator to some dude.
Hello, sir. This is the Microsoft offices. We're calling to inform you that your computer is infected with a virus. My computer? Yes, sir. And if you do not take steps to correct it, we will be forced to shut down your system remotely. Which one? What? Which computer? I have a couple. The one running Microsoft Windows. They all run Microsoft Windows. Yes, well, I am showing they are all infected. You can literally hear him salivate. So you're monitoring my systems right now? Yes. Despite the fact that doing so is a violation of multiple federal laws? Click.
If they are calling about windows and doors, I tell them I live in a tent. You are calling a tent. Did you know this? If they call about HVAC, I tell them I live in a castle, and we heat it in the wintertime by burning witches.
I usually pretend to be an answering machine.
Depends on the scam call. Recently I'm getting a lot of, "We're calling in regards to your recent car accident." I relied with, "How dare you? I died in that accident."
The classic, Joe's Pizzeria and Abortion Clinic, where yesterday's loss is today's sauce.
Just start chanting in Latin. Most hang up quickly. One begged me not to curse her family.
My son always tells them, I have a belly button. Leaves them speechless.
This is 91.7 KSCM The Bridge. You are the 7th caller and you won. Are you excited? Are you excited?
I will let Jim know about what is going on here, thanks. If you don't know, Jim Browning is what scammers check under their beds for at night.
You've reached the FBI Telephone Fraud Division. How may I help you?
I keep them on the phone for as long as humanly possible. I switch up the conversation, ask questions, stray completely off topic, slip in a few personal questions, and just do whatever I can do to waste as much of their time as I can. My personal record is over 15 minutes of useless conversation, which ended with me trying to proposition the male caller for sex. For the record, I am a straight male and I assume that the caller was also straight. I've been able to get an Indian telemarketer named Alan or Alex to give me his real name and location, and one telemarketer to stray from script and admit that, like me, he's also tried cocaine. In one instance, I was able to get the caller to admit that she hated her job and was only doing it to put herself through school. As much as I despise getting calls, I also try to remind myself that they are human beings, doing a job that everyone hates them for, and they probably hate themselves. I figure, at least perhaps I'll give them something funny to talk about after they get off of work. Edit. I do the above for telemarketers. If it's a scammer like the fake IRS gig or something similar, I still try to keep them on the phone for as long as possible, but I feel that they are scum of the earth and will try to make the call as painful for them as possible. I.e., acting like an elderly person that doesn't understand the question, making them repeat sections of dialogue, asking a lot of questions, etc.
Speaking as slow as possible. Yes, my social security number is .1, .2, .3, .4, .5, .6, .7, .8. What's that now? Oh, 9. It's a 9. And the letters at the end are F and U.
When they start asking for information, I ask, "You called me, you should know all of that already." They hang up.
I kept a SS administration agent on the phone for well over 2 hours. We were in prime COVID lockdown, so I had the time. He wanted me to prove my innocence of a crime that my SS hash was tied to: murder, kilos of cochise, and money laundering. The only way to show I was a victim of identity theft was to use all my money and buy Amazon gift cards. Even got in the truck and turned it on to drive around the block. I got back in the house and the scammer wanted the codes off the back. I told him I bought Nike cards BC they were out of Amazon. Jerry Parker was not pleased, but that he could still verify my identity using Nike. So here I am with my life savings of $375 in Nike gift cards, and I start having reservations about scratching the cards. At this point he starts threatening an arresting agent will be sent to my house and getting hostile. Told me to go F myself, and when I asked what I should do with the Nike cards, he said shove them up my ass. Despite that, he would not hang up. I kept asking for supervisors and ways to call him back or verifiable contact info for his friend in the FBI, but it wasn't until I overheard his supervisor come by and give him the okay to hang up. Wasting their time is a great way to get removed from their call list.
Yes, I want to extend my warranty. My 2010 Ram 1500 has 350k miles on it. Okay, thank you.
I tell them my mother said to me not to talk to strangers and ask them to call me on FaceTime.
Is this what you wanted to be when you grew up?
911. What's your emergency?
I actually keep this video queued up for whenever I get IRS or extended warranty calls from India. Don't know what he's saying, but it really pisses them off.
I once repeated, go on, over and over until they got really irritated and then just hung up on me.
When I know it's a scammer calling, I talk annoyingly slowly. Sometimes I like to do the same thing YouTube explanation videos do, and go on a long and winding tale of how whatever company they say they are from was formed, its history, and how I joined them.
I have been using Hank Cum Dumpster for anything that is not a legal document, nearly 2 years. The past year or so has been glorious. Caller, is Hank available? Me, Hank who? Several reside here. Caller, oh. Hank. Reading notes, have a good day, sir. Me, lols.
Scammer was Indian. I'm Indian. I put on my Indian accent, then accused him of putting on a bad fake Indian accent to make fun of me and told him he should be ashamed of himself. It was a few seconds of fun.
I'll give the money if you give me that ass.
Pull the alpha move. Sell them an extended vehicle warranty.
Got a call from a lady who said she can save me hundreds on my insurance. My insurance is $167. So you giving me money now? That's sick.
I act like I'm really glad they called. I tell them I've been hoping they would call. I'm effusive in my excitement. They usually hang up immediately.
I would act as a dumb person and do everything they tell me not to do.
As a kid, it was my mom, dad is dead, then fake crying and screaming till they hung up. In college, DDs used ammunition. If we can't kill it, it's immortal. As an adult, I give the phone to my 8-year-old and ask him to tell them everything he wants to about animals.
My favorite one is to just go along with whatever they want, using fake names. Then when they ask for my credit card number, I tell them it's out in my car in the parking garage, and tell them I'll go grab it, then just put them on hold until they hang up. My longest ever holder was almost a half hour.
Police Department, Fraud Division.
7 days.
May your day be filled with joy and happiness. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more quality content every day.